Hey guys, and welcome back to another Runescape video, and for this video, I keep on getting loads and loads of questions on my channel talking about how flipping is quite difficult sometimes, so I thought a perfect way for some of you guys to get started with flipping is by doing something slightly different than flipping, but it is kind of still classed as flipping. What we're going to be doing is going into the Grand Exchange and just have a fair amount of cash, and once you have that, you're going to go and buy broad arrowheads. There's going to be 4 different items in this video, by the way, so I'm starting off with broad arrowheads because they are the cheapest. You buy one instantly, you sell one instantly, and whatever the lowest price is that you sold at, that's the price you're going to be buying at. Now with broad arrowheads, you can buy 10,000 every 4 hours. And what we're going to be doing with these broad arrowheads is once we have a huge amount in, now I know that some people can afford like 100,000, some people can afford 1 million, some people can afford like even 10 million broad arrowheads. And all you're going to be doing is putting in a large amount, just say 100,000 in, and wait for them all to buy. It might take a few days, but that's completely okay. Once you have a fair amount, you're then going to head to the Runescape forum page, and you go into the marketplace on the forums. Once you are on that marketplace, you're going to go on the subheading of skilling supplies, because broad arrowheads comes under that sort of subsection. Now on this first and second page, which is usually like the last 24 hours, you can usually find people buying and selling broad arrowheads. As you can see here, someone is selling broad arrowheads of a stock of 2 million, but people don't always buy 2 million, so he has a fair amount, and he's selling at 160 gold coins each, which is actually like 65 gold coins profit than what you could buy at. So that means you could easily be making 65% profit on your broad arrowheads. So just say you invest 100 million and you sell them on the Grand Exchange, you'll be walking away with about 60 million profit from that 100 million you invest. That means that you'll be making about 500 to 600,000 every 4 hours from the 4 hours you actually do buy, and then you'll be making about 3.5 million per day from doing broad arrowheads. So that's pretty crazy. And don't forget also that's on one Grand Exchange slot. So that's only filling up one slot, so it isn't that much. Now moving into the next item, which is the steel plate bodies. You can only buy 500 of these every 4 hours. Once again, buy one instantly, sell it instantly, and whatever the lowest price is that you sell at, that's the price you buy at your huge amounts of stock. So to be able to buy 24 hours worth, you have to buy 3,000 plate bodies, or 500 every 4 hours, as I've said already. You'd be looking at, once again, about 400 to 500,000 profit every 4 hours from your 500 you do buy, and that's about 2.6 million per day. So from your 2 Grand Exchange slots, from your broad arrowheads, from your steel plate bodies, you'd be easily looking at about 5 million, 6 million here and there. So it's quite a lot to be looking at. Once again, you go on the forums, go on the marketplace, and you click on skilling supplies, because this is for summoning, so it's a skill. And these are slightly less common, because not everyone's really has the cash for summoning. So you do find these every so often, but here you can see someone selling steel plate bodies for 3,000 each, and you'd be buying them about 2,100-ish at the moment, which could easily change, by the way, so don't buy them at the price that's in this video. Make sure to go and check the price for yourself. And prices do change constantly on the forums, depending if they're rising or dropping. If they drop, people on the forums do drop their prices also. And once again, please don't compete with people on the forums. People either come to you or they won't come to you, so just be patient, have the same price as everyone else. If you do see people rising their price, you rise your price also. If you feel like you have to rise your price first, then go for it. If you feel like you have to drop your price first, then go for it. But do work with the current market and be ready to be flexible. And don't also forget that you actually have to create a thread, which I kind of didn't mention earlier, which I should have. You have to make a thread of you selling your items, like this kind of guy here is selling bulk supplies. He has tons of items. So this is something you could do also. And these are just 4 examples, by the way. There's easily, I counted, over 30 items people can do. So if you guys want to do any of the 30 items, feel free to do so. These aren't even the best items I'm showing you. These are just random items that I found that could also be quite good on the forums. And for our third item today, we have the silver hawk feathers. Once again, you buy one instantly, you sell it instantly, and whatever the lowest price is that you sell at, that's the price you're going to be buying at, and you can only buy 250 every 4 hours. I have noticed that people on the forums with the silver hawk feathers, they usually buy like over 5,000. So you might want to have a huge stock before you decide to sell them. But of course you don't need to have like 5,000. There's always people willing to buy couple thousand, even 1,000 sometimes. But people aren't going to buy 250 Silverhawk feathers. People will usually aim for a good 1,000 plus at a time. So make sure you have enough cash to buy a decent amount. Once again, you can go on the skilling supplies or on the miscellaneous supplies on the marketplace. There is usually a bit of difference. People sometimes don't know where these ones go. It is for agility, but it is for like a miscellaneous items like the Silverhawk boots. So you might find them sometimes, like here for example, someone is buying 8,000 Silverhawk feathers on the miscellaneous forum. They're buying them for 29,000, but not over 30,000. So you can sometimes get about a 10% profit margin on these items, which means that if you invest like 1 billion, you'd walk away with 100 million. And for a 4-hour rate, we're looking at about 600 to 700,000 profit for 4 hours, and per day we're looking at about 3.8 million. So far with these 3 items, and we have one more item to go, we're talking about 10 million profit. And that's only using up 3 slots. So imagine now if you use up all 8 slots that we have, you're talking about crazy amounts. And for our last item, which is the water talismans, and don't also forget, like, you have other items that are similar to this, like the earth talismans. So you can always branch out even if you don't have any items in mind. You buy one instantly, you sell one instantly, and whatever the lowest price is, that's the price you're going to be buying at. You can only buy 500 every 4 hours, and you'll be looking at about 700 to 800,000 every 4 hours. And this is, in our 4 items, the most profitable one. You're looking at about 4.5 million profit per day. And once again, you just go on the forums, on the skilling supplies, on the miscellaneous forum page, and you can just sell your water talismans there. So that kind of wraps up this video. Using all 4 items, you can usually make about 13 million per day. Obviously, you have 4 other slots, so feel free to go for more items. And thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions, please ask down below. If you want to suggest anything for the next video, once again, that's down below. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll see you all soon with another video. Peace out.